well, or so he may be a swindler, he may be a liar. So how do we know? He's still in the physical world. But Dr. Lee is in the spirit world. And then Dr. Lee is not Reverend Moon. But he gave his testimony from the spirit world, which is exactly matching Father's teaching here in this physical world.
저 어디 갔어요? 어디 갔어? 미스터 박 어디 갔나?
오늘 보스턴에.
이제 들어보니까 출판하는 거 전부 다 뭐 이게 고난 그대로 출판해 버려야 되겠어.
전혀 고치지 말고요.
고치지 말고.
예, 내가 나중에 지시하겠습니다.
여기 얘기해라.
예, 저쪽 기자가 와 있습니다. 그래서 나중에 얘기하겠습니다.
각 기자 와 있으면 기자를 모시고.
고치고 안 고친다는 얘기.
기자 완전히 전부 다 클리어해야 되겠어. 그건 영계 사실.
So this book,
그 의심되거든.
Dr. Lee's book is being translated.
의심되거든. 너 공자 유감 있는 사람들은 공자한테 물어보고 마음한테 물어보고 석가모니한테 물어보고 예수한테 물어보라고. 그것이 맞나 안 맞나. 여기서 생명을 걸고 이렇게 하는데 그 이상 죽음을 걸고 사실이라는 판단할 수 있게 기도 영이 알아봐가지고 증거하라는 게 있지.
As you heard here, there was an interview with Buddha and Confucius and Mohammed and many other important historical figures there. If there is any doubt, as a Confucianist, you go and pray and ask Confucius if what Dr. Lee shared here in this book is true or not. Same thing with Buddha, Buddhists, Mohammed, Islam.
위해 전제.
So number one, existing for the sake of others.
절대 사랑주의자가 된다.
사랑주의자. Number two, to become the absolute love follower.
그게 뭐냐면
Love advocator.
일심일체 이렇게 모든 걸 완성하는 거야.
Through this ilshimilshinilchai, we complete everything. We perfect everything.
그 주의자가 되는 셋째는 뭐냐면
Number three,
완성, 가정, 세계주의자. 세계주의자.
to become the follower of perfect family, completion of the family.
완성 가정 세계주의자. 세계를 완성하자 그 이야기.
세계를 가정으로 완성하자 말입니까?
완성 가정을 향해서
세계적으로 완성.
세계주의를 세계적인 주장하는 그 내용을 가지고 모든 우주의 가정 완성하자 그 이야기. 가정 완성 세계주의자.
On a worldwide scale, to become, to accomplish the perfection of family.
지상천국, 천상천국 완성이다.
And completion of the kingdom of God on earth.
완료.
And kingdom of God in heaven.
완료야, 완성이 아니고.
Completion.
completion
of the task of the building kingdom of God on earth as well as in heaven.
완료, 완성. 완료.
네, 완료.
그렇기 때문에 제일 태어나기를 자기를 위해 태어났어.
So number one, the first thing we have to remember is we were not born for ourselves.
남자는 여자 때문에,
Man for woman.
여자 때문에 뭐야? 남자 생식기가 여자 것이야, 여자 것.
Husband's love organ is for the sake of wives for the sake of husband. We possess this exchange. We exchange the possession.
엑스체인지 해야 된다. 엑스체인지 하나 돼. 그게 하나 되는 거야.
That's the way we become one.
그러므로 남자의 세계, 여자의 세계 반쪽 아니 반쪽을 완전히 포함하는 거야.
So man is only half human being. Wife is another half human being. So only when they come together and form the entire whole human being, that's one. Man.
절대 사랑주의자, 가정 완성주의자, 지상 천국 완성. 그것이 영계 육계 전부 통일을 해. 그래서 그런 의미에서 통일교회, 세계 기독교 통일, 이거야. 그래서 세계 기독교를 통일 하나님이 통일교하고 세계 기독교가 통일되면 지상 천상적으로 다 이루는 거예요.
For this purpose, when Father first named the HSAUWC, Father wanted to see entire Christianity to become united with Unification Church. That was the goal. That's why Father used the word Christianity and the unification in our original name, HSAUWC.
자, individual people can make the unification of mind and body separate until life fighting. Understand that the unification concept you ultimately combine with no problem. Is it that? ilsin. This complete woman, complete man, making the one body, no problem. Is that true?
Yes, Father.
Man's and sexual organ, one's sexual organ connecting the intercourse, making unification that completely with one. Is that true?
Yes.
Any kind of being cannot separate. Even God too. Complete unification being. Separate, die, destroy. Even though God cannot separate that. You have to make it different. Body. Body means God's body. That promotes the complete within God's that original plus is made of opposite side the minus vertically. Marriage concept, marriage means is that how can that occupy man's world, a woman's world, connecting that central love, making one body. That breast after first day, that relationships, intercourse, that time, making it up. That's made of that opposite sex minus original invisible subject sex. That subject sex, opposite subject, object, that vertically connecting, that automatically get down, unifying. That marriage purpose is how can that different man's world, woman's world occupy all this human, all this horizontal Christian world that occupying everything, vertical world occupy. Central love, subject can making that object unify, object making that subject no problem. Do you understand?
Yes.
Over that made of perfection, open standard are made of everything combination. They can be free as like God. Creation world, including they are founding field, sight field of sight. Understand? Military sight. Military sight cannot change, it's not easy. Understand?
Yes.
Your family systems, all creature, liberation, sight. How wonderful family base is. Do you want to have the kind of sight?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes.
How much is? Obeys. 그런 답이 없지. All creation obeys. Over terminal point. From beginning starting to terminal purpose. First. Over more. Different classic world. You have that kind of concept. You will made up that kind of purpose. How much enjoyable on me. Thank for everything. Turning everywhere, welcome everywhere. All creatures, all humankind, past, spiritual world, on this future world, belong to me. That which is my opposite field world. How wonderful, happy on me. Thank you, God, forever. Amen. Amen means number one man. 난 victorious만 받아서 다시 나 victorious. Usually adverb. I don't like victor or victor. Forever victor. Victor means center, forever center. kind victory, the purpose, aim, norm, place is unification. Last purpose. Isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. You said yes. You have heard the Father's word. You understood clearly. Old men forget everything. Do you understand? Forget concept. I taught to forget. You young men getting more than Father. Understood clear. Is that true?
Yes.
So youth people have to take in hopeful man. Old people, defeated hope man. Isn't it? No hope, old men. So that old men disappear in this second time. Go home. Original spiritual world. Spiritual world want to welcome Father meet second occasion. Isn't it? 자, 그러니까 그렇게 안 하고 오늘 말하는 것을 가지고 전부 다 컨셉 딱 만들려고. 그것이 일심, 일체, 완성.
So, Father's conclusion is simple. You
Simple.
may forget everything else from Father's teaching today, but remember, 일심, 일신, 일체, 완성. 완성 means completion. That should become our daily food.
Completion made of that circle line.
완성 has the connotation, meaning of the circular move,
Circle means all the
which
embrace.
evolves in eternity.
자, 오늘이 5월 3일이야.
Today is the 3rd of May.
여기도 이제 청평에서 전부 다 1억 5천만에 이제 축복하는데 영계 축복하던 천사세계가 전부 다 와가지고 미국이 이제 여기서 키만 해서 불만 달아나면 불이 붙기 시작할 거야.
Today, we are worshiping. Today, we're listening to Father's speech, not just ourselves, but we have 160 million spirit people with us here who are sent by Cheongpyeong, invited by True Father True Parents here.
천사까지 잘 쳐. 그래서 우리 전부 다 1억 6천만 이런 미션 전부 다 전부 다 미국에 지도자는 파송하다가 순식간에 돌아갈 것이다.
So, if Father sends all these 160 million Christian spirit people to the leaders of the Christianity in this country to work with them, then it's just a matter of time that they will come to the realization of this truth.
그 장자권 나라가 희망적이지 않소, 희망적이지
therefore,
않소 없다.
America has
이런
the-
대결 중상고 축복을 했기 때문에
So America is
희망적이다.
an eldest nation. We have more hope than any other time.
자, 이제 여러분 이제 넥타이를 붙들고 싸움하자 가서. 반대한 사람, 당신이 읽어본 책이 300권 이상 나오고 이런 전 선집도 나오는데 한번 읽어봤어요. 이러면서 봐. 왜 반대?
So now we have to go out and fight those people who do not open their hearts. They haven't grabbed the tie and challenge them. Reverend Moon's book, the speech volume, has been published more than now 300 volumes. Have you ever read even one book?
예, 12월에 좀 이제
Also, there is selected by the subject, those 12 volumes. Have you ever even read one of them?
읽어나 봤어요, 이 자식아.
And how could you oppose without knowing what?
변호사가 되고 검사가 되어도 그 모든 사건 내용을 알고 변명하고 다 이래가지고 선포하고 나쁘다 좋다 할 때 네가 뭐의 변사해? 하나님
Even as when it comes to the court case, even as a prosecutor or your attorney, they have to study the case really thoroughly inside out. Only then they can speak out, either advocating, vindicating your client, or criticizing.
뭐라고?
Defendant.
세계
How could you say?
세계 모든 언론들이 전부 다 레버린 저 있는 힘 다하고 공산당 하다가 전부 다 나라와 반대편인데 내가 영계 갈 때 그리스도 정기대 와서 뭐해라 뭐 갔나 내가 질문을 하나도 대답 못하면 이 자식들 전부 다 이거 어떻게 하는 거야?
So, all the nations in the world and the Christian leaders and all those important figures, they keep opposing Reverend Moon and persecuting Reverend Moon and do not believe in Reverend Moon's teaching. But when they join the spirit world, they are all there, and Reverend Moon comes and Reverend Moon says, "You those who used to oppose me in the physical world, come here, I will give you a speech. What do you think will happen?
그 레버런드는 참 센터 중에 센터고 중심이죠 중심인데 거기에 반대가 돼 이 자식아.
In the spirit world, when Reverend Moon appears there as the center of all the communities, whatever, in the middle range realm of the spirit world, all the entire spectrum of the spirit world, and Reverend Moon calls, can they still oppose?
하나님도 예수님을 결혼하시는데 레버런드는 예수님을 결혼해줬어.
God even couldn't marry Jesus, but Reverend Moon
영계 축복을 못하는데
gave blessing of marriage to Jesus in the
그
spirit world.
수많은 영계 사람들 축복을 해주고 있는데
Not just Jesus, but
그게
millions of Christians.
영계 와보니 그 사실이야 거짓말이야.
Just go and see this in the spirit world if it's true or not.
너들도 축복받아야 돼서 한마디에 들어서 힘을 기하들 해야 할 말이야.
Then when you deal with those newspaper reporters and the outside leaders, challenge them like that. You know, go and see the spirit world if it's true or not. But what about you? Don't you think you have to receive the marriage blessing from Reverend Moon or not?
에? 그럼 뭐라 그랬나?
Then what would they say?
자격이 있어?
Are they qualified to oppose you still?
어떡할 게?
So what would they do?
그것이 그 컨셉이 해소될 때까지 기다려야 돼. 몇 철년 몇 말년 기다려야 된다.
If they truly want to, be liberated from that kind of concept of opposing the truth, it may take millions of years.
그러면 지역 해방
If they don't do
후에
it here.
지역 해방 후에도 저 해방되지 못하고 이까기던 선생님이 그 반대 지금까지 참아 나오는 거야. 참아 나오는
It
거야.
may take light years. They may not be able to be liberated at all. That's why Father himself has been enduring and patient all these years in order to even give them salvation. Even those people.
그래서 그 하나님의 마음이요 부모의 마음이라는 게
That's
참
the
보면
heart of true parents, heart of God,
그 오빠의 마음이고 저
heart of
형제의
elder
마음이고
brother,
전부 다 그렇다는 거야.
heart of elder sister.
그래서 여자들 전부 다 훌륭한 전부 다 여동생을 만들고 훌륭한 아내를 만들고 훌륭한
That's the
어머니를
way
만들고
Father is
남자도
making all
마찬가지.
these women, wonderful, qualified younger sisters, wives, men, younger brothers,
wife and mother.
and mothers too.
그래 옛날과 다른 마다가들이 됐지.
So don't you think you became a different mother from the secular world standard mother?
와이프는 어떠래?
What about as a wife?
응?
Are you a different wife?
선생님 돼서 저 오빠가 생각하고 해가지고 아버지가 할아버지가 생각하고 자기 약혼했던 남편과 생각할 수 있는 마음들을 다 가져야 돼.
You all should have a mind that, oh, Father is sometimes like my elder brother, sometimes like my husband, sometimes like my father, sometimes like my fiance,
Sometimes like king,
like a king too.
king and over that. Sometimes God, is that God? I love in ways covered all Christian world. Just think about the concept. How wonderful the unification ideology. Do you understand? Yes. Go through. 뭐야?
Tunnel.
관통.
Penetrate. Yeah.
그걸 뭐야? 관통.
Yeah, penetrate.
그래.
Just like Dr. Lee said, we can penetrate mountains and the rivers if we
자,
have that kind of mind.
그러니까 오늘 5월달은 이제 만물이 화창해가 번창하는 시대에 서서 우리 통이가 활기펴가지고 발이 난 소리 나는데 손 났는데 안 났는데 어디 다 저 휘저어가지고 미국을 전부 여름을 지나 봄을 지나서 여름 맞이할 수 있는 무성한 세계적인 지도국가로서 번창시켜야 되겠다. 출전용에 내가 선조의 새가 다 달리기를 결심하는 사람 손을 들어서 맹세할지어다.
Month of May is the month in which we find all these plants and animals and the nature
Going down.
is blossoming and flourishing. So like that, we, Unification Church members, are in the position in this month that we will go out to the front line and become the vanguards and the front runners to welcome the summer season. Just like that, we will do our work in the front line to bring the great result to God and true parents.